Hi babies. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It's 4:44 on the clock. Whenever you find it is the right time, because it is timeless, and please use your own discernment and intuition. I will never reach out to you for personal readings because I'm not doing them, and I would never do that anyway, so please report those people that are coming at you, not me. Yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So the message I'm getting now is there's a person that thinks their actions are like, they're so delusional that their actions are for the Lord, like for God, right? That they're doing God's work because they're trying to justify their shitty behavior. And as I was shuffling, we got the vampire card here. This person doesn't realize that they're extremely selfish because, like, vampires are like, you know, they take life. They suck people dry. They don't give anything in return. So this person feels like genuinely like ushered, driven, guided. They think that they're being guided with their actions to serve the Lord. Like they've yeah, I'm getting it's like they've come upon like stories of like, you know, fighting for God or whatever it is. And oh my God, and we got cult leader. So they may be also like helping others justify their shitty behavior as well through this. Yeah, so they come upon these stories of like fighting for God or whatever, so they think that their like shitty behavior is justified because they're thinking they're God's warrior, but they're really just being a vampire. Yeah. We got Oracle at the bottom of the deck. So this person may have had dreams that like about doing something to somebody, and they didn't decipher it as anything else other than like literal. So maybe they had a dream that they like strangled somebody or like tried to fight somebody, instead of like deciphering and like thinking that, oh, that might be like a subconscious anger that I have or something like that that I need to revisit. They took it as like a literal like prophecy that they needed to fulfill. So we have privilege, get fucked. And it did come in reverse. I don't know if I'll read it in that way. And we have privilege. This did also come in reverse. And we have self-care. Yeah, this person isn't recognizing that they're just straight on some like entitlement shit. This honestly, this person's coming off as like a full-on narcissist, but you know, because with that, the delusions and like the fantasy and the grandiose like gestures, like especially with that cult leader, just over the top actions and then like justifying them. And yeah, I just think that they're like roping other people in to like make themselves like whether it's feel better or just like, oh yeah, like they're just so sure that they're like pulling other people in. Ooh, okay, so this may have been somebody that led like, let's say there's like a group, a gang, you know, there are people gang stalking you or whatever. This person is leading them, and they're like saying like, oh, we have to, like, say you have a platform or whatever, or just at work or wherever you exist, these people came up against you, stalk you, harass you, you know, send you threatening mail, doing weird magic, you know, weird shit like that. Net banging on you, keyboard warrior, whatever. This single person like started this, or you know, it could be several groups, and there's like a person within each one that thinks that they're literally doing the Lord's work by guiding these people to harass you, or you know, other people, whatever it is, wherever you are on this story. Like maybe it's somebody you know that was harassed online, or at work, or school, wherever, church, I don't know. This person genuinely thinks, because they've had these dreams of like doing this stuff, or like coming at you or coming at other people, they're taking that as like, oh, this is a prophecy with that oracle card, this is, and then we have legend underneath that again, so it's legend is coming at the bottom of the deck again, yo, and we have love and gaslight. I'm hearing the enlightened narcissist, like, you know, oh, well, I've read spirituality books, but they're unaware that they're like a full-on narcissist, and their actions are just being juiced up by spirituality. Yeah, so let's get into it further. Got 10 minutes. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and it came on the get fucked. So this person doesn't see that they're just whatever, they're acting out of like some trauma to like protect themselves. So it's like if they're shitty to somebody and they push them away and they point the blame and all of this stuff, then they don't have to do the work. They don't have to take accountability for anything they did, because this delusion that they're living under, this fantasy, is keeping them, you know, it helps them sleep at night. It's self-care. Me harassing this person and threatening them is self-care. Don't you know? Hashtag blessed. Hashtag God's warrior. Like this, yeah. Like the harassing and whatever, stalking. This person genuinely thinks that if they're doing this, they're doing God's work. And they've roped other people in. Like legit, this person like has dreams and thinks that they're doing something good. This is trigger warning, so please, you know. I'm also getting this person may have like been kind of, like, I'm not, this is a gray area, but like been forceful in regards to like intercourse or something on somebody, and they justified it as like it was God's work and they needed to like assert some power over them. Oh my God, and how interesting the Devil card came out, and that's like addictions, sexually, like I can't think of the word I want to use, but being devilish, like being that, like that could be like, you know, having like hot feelings for somebody, or like being aroused, or you know, being chained to addiction. So like maybe they have a sex addiction or something like that. Yeah, this person like straight up is doing everything they possibly can. I'm getting enlightened narcissist. Like, oh, I'm doing God's work because like I've read in books that there's warriors for God, and I'm doing that. And meanwhile, they're not even like, I'm getting this person like might have like porn addictions. They're they only feel like something good about themselves when they like get like physical attention from people. they, with the cult leader thing, like, they only feel good when they're rallying people up and have people behind them doing their bidding, essentially, because so they can feel better and they're in control of whatever weird shit they got going on. Yeah, this person, like, straight up thought... So this... Okay, what I'm getting here is this person just started doing this shit because they're haters, you know, whatever. They have some sort of trigger, or they were feeling some sort of way. But then, like, whether guilt set in or they became so obsessed they needed to, like, bring more people in. So as they were doing that, that's when they started, like, really, like, being like, yo, this person's, like, the devil. They're the demon. Like, they're Satan worshippers, or what, you know, whatever, bringing kind of weird shit to, like, convince these people to be shitty against you. Like, they're just... Or whoever. Man, there's a fucking person that... We have the Eight of Pentacles here. I'm looking at that pyramid, and they are, like... They have... Okay, so all I'm hearing is, like, Illuminati, and they, like, have, like... Or those, like, other... cults, you know, hidden societies, secret societies. They have no fucking idea, like, what any of that does, but they, like, call themselves associated with it. And they don't even know, like, what repercussions come with being associated with that, or, like, they just, like, say shit to, like, be associated or whatever. So this person might say, like, oh yeah, I'm associated with such and such group, you know, whatever secret society, like, you don't want to fuck with me, whatever. Oh, I did have a flipper. A couple of them. And they have no idea what goes on in there, or what even, like, comes with being associated with those groups. We have Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and it's in reverse. And see all those witches on there? Like, they are associating with these, or, like, even pulling in people that, like, do weird energetic work or stuff like that. They're getting their asses tapped by these people too, for even, like, claiming whatever association with them. Oh my god. Six of Pentacles in reverse. These, like, groups or whatever, they're like, yeah, dude, you have no fucking clue. Like, what are you saying? They're like, we do not give you any of that. No, no, no. Or it may be, like, this person tried and whatever. I'm just getting, like, weird, like, they may have had to, like, this is, like, becoming so, like, murky, but, which is interesting, and I'm gonna keep digging on that, but they're getting left out in the cold by these secret societies or whatever. Maybe these secret societies were like, maybe this person, like, knows some shit or whatever, like, so they delved into it. Sorry about that. And then they're like, okay, this person's a fucking idiot. Like, they have no power. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. So whether they're getting, like, lashings, or they're just left out in the cold, they have no protection at all, because this person is full on, like, losing. They're living, it's like they're on a fucking horrible acid trip. And we have the Temperance card. So we have the Five of Pentacles. They're left out in the cold, not only by, like, societies and all of that, but by these, like, their angels, their guides, their ancestors. They're not getting protected because they're, like, full on just ridiculous. I'm getting this person may have like prayed to their ancestors or whatever for protection. And then they started, or, you know, even try to like call their ancestors on you to like fuck you up or whatever. And they're like, what are you on? Like, this person is, so see with that Temperance card, this person's like being seen as like, they're like overindulging. They're like losing their shit. Like, they're just, it's like they got a taste of power and they ran with it and they're lost in the sauce. This is also gonna, whenever this could be right now or whatever, but this person's like money is gonna be like totally not good. We got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like things that are going good for them or were going good for them, it's gonna start falling apart. The things that were in the air moving, that it's falling apart. Ten of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords. I kind of want to pull one of these for those. What's the Ten of Wands about? Oh, so they have been calling you crazy, or with that Ten of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords, they've been calling you crazy, saying like you're delusional, like you're associated, like whatever kind of weird shit, like you summon demons or some weird shit like that, like wherever you are in the story. So you've been having like this fucking whole ass like group of people coming at you, all of this, calling you crazy, pointing fingers, saying like you're a fucking you're buying into these weird theories that aren't real, just weird stuff like that. This is gonna get better for you because with the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords, Ten of Wands in reverse, it's gonna get better. Like, you're not gonna have this burden of like dealing with these fucking gang stalkers and all this shit anymore, because this is gonna dissolve at some point, because this person's gonna be seen as their crazy ass self whenever their karma hits, or it's just gonna be a slow process, like each one person at a time, whatever, is gonna start seeing the truth. Four of Swords, or anything else, I guess we can say. Trauma bond, it did fall in reverse. So these people, this band is gonna fall apart because they were like bonding over some weird bullshit that happened to them. And honestly, this person like may have been like harassing not only you or like gang stalking other people, like this whoever was targeted, but they were also like doing shitty things to the people that they band together to come up against people. And that caused a trauma bond. This person is very skilled at being a manipulative fuck. And that is getting broken as well. This person, like legit, either where they were involved in magic or they just spoke a lot and were gossiping and spoke all this bullshit, and they had just blind arrogance about it. So they just thought like, oh yeah, like it's always gonna work because this is nothing bad happens, you know, just that crazy weird delusional shit. This is finally getting disbanded because, for one, this shit's falling apart. They're getting left out in the cold. Their little group that was with them is like, dude, you are like, what the fuck? These weird ass like secret society shits, like if they've been, not everyone is going to be associated or like, you know, saying that they were with them or whatever, but those ones are coming back at them too, because they're like, yeah, you need to mind your own fucking business, bitch. You're bringing attention to us that we don't want. Like, they're just getting their lashings. Anything else? That's funny. So when I brought this deck out, this unicorn card fell out before I started recording. And essentially, when I heard that earlier, is you're not special. This person thinks that they're special, that they're above universal law, that they're above, like, nature, and that, like, nothing affects them. nothing could affect them. And it's funny because we have the love and gaslight again. They're so lost in the sauce in their like spiritual quest or whatever, that they think they do no wrong, and that they're special, and that nothing bad will happen of their action. Like there's no repercussions for their actions. Little do they know. They're gonna fuck around and find out. Anything else on the unicorn before I go? We have the hangman in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This person's gonna have to start working. We have the 3 of cups at the bottom. So their little party's over. I'm seeing with the fall leaves and the pumpkin, the fruits of their labor are going to start. Oh, there's a gnat right there. Hat. The fruits of their labor are gonna essentially like shrivel up and die. Like, and you're gonna be celebrating. Also, like their friends or group or whatever that's with them is gonna see them for what they are. That they just think they're special. That it might be because they might get so carried away with their behavior that they start slipping up and treating the people around them like shit that have been helping them. And it's just gonna be like, you know, the snowball effect. It just gets worse and worse and worse and bigger and more obvious. Yeah. Sucks to suck, bro. I don't know what to tell you. All right, babies. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Bye.